Hey.
Ready to go?
Yeah, but the fire's not out.
Close enough.
Close enough? If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. I mean, the next thing you know, you've torched our whole neighborhood.
Which is why we're not going anywhere?
Exactly.
9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome to This Week with Sheriff Dave Phalen, a weekly program here on LSN Television, Channel 9, Time Warner, right here in Lancaster, and also our friends over at 90.9 FM WFCO Radio, where we have a program each and every week where we have guests from within the Fairfield County Sheriff's Office and community leaders throughout Fairfield County. Do appreciate the folks here at Fairfield Christian Academy, J.T. Burcham and the folks that actually produce and put this program together each and every week. And I especially am very encouraged to hear some of the nice comments about the program that I get from the community. This week, back by popular demand, second week in a row, is Deputy Al Hildinger with the Fairfield County Sheriff's Office. Do appreciate you being here.
Thank you, Sheriff.
And as we mentioned last week, you are retired, but you come back as a special deputy. You're also in part of the leadership with our Community Watch program and wear a lot of different hats, don't you?
Yes, yes.
Tell us, first of all, for the viewers or listeners out there, what is the Community Watch program?
The Community Watch program, I think you established it back in the early 07s. We finally started our first class and got people on the road in the fall of 07. And we've got members, basically private citizens, driving patrol cars, retired patrol cars with markings of Community Watch, and they're out there, they're the eyes and ears of the Sheriff's Office, and basically their job goals and duties, as we stated, is observe and report and assist in non-criminal matters is their job duties.
And so and you were there early on, weren't you, when we really were just kind of getting the program off the ground?
Yes, I was there from after you initiated starting the program, then I jumped on board and helped training.
What has been the thing that has surprised you most about that program? Anything in particular?
The closeness. It's amazing. We've got, I believe, about 90 active members, and it's just the interaction with the Sheriff's Office, with our private citizens working with us. It's became a family. We actually, you attended to the picnics, and it's just a close relationship, and it gets us more in touch with the community. Yeah,
I've been surprised at how many people have come aboard and not many have left.
That's correct. And it's unfortunate. I want to bring this up. We did lose one of our Community Watch members here recently. Very involved with the Sheriff's Office. And again, he was a family member, and he's going to be missed.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry to hear that. That's pretty tough. Now, when you, let's say that someone's out there and they're saying, I might be interested in the program, what do we look at when we look at an applicant, and then what does it take to become a member?
And our applicants, we just want you to be a good citizen. We're not looking for perfect.
Right.
We have everybody, I think, has imperfections in their driving records. We want to look at something that's not severe. Want to make sure you don't have a criminal history, a severe criminal history, and you can put in an application. We will do a background investigation, and then put you through our class if we accept you, and then we'll put you through our class.
And how many active members do we have?
We have right now approximately 90.
Okay, and so once you've been selected, tell us a little bit about the training that they can expect to receive.
The training is usually between 30 and 40 hours. It's mainly classroom. They'll come in. We cover first our policy and procedures that we've set to help protect them and protect the citizens of Fairfield County. And then they do driving training, running radar, safety courses, first aid. And then after they've completed their classroom, which takes approximately 3 weeks to complete the 30 to 40 hours, we put them out with one of our community watch trainers, and they have to put so many hours with them, and then they're allowed to go out with a partner.
And then what are some different things that they're responsible for, some different things that they do while they're out there?
I think one of the biggest things I've really seen is assisting the officers for accidents, helping doing traffic control. Instead of bringing another deputy in or tying 2 or 3 cruisers out, it keeps those officers out patrolling, where we can use our community watch members out there assisting with traffic. And then another big thing they do is collect information or observe possible incidents happen out, and then they radio us. They don't get involved with it. Their safety is first. They contact our radio room, and we send an officer out.
I've had some of our community watch members tell me that the citizens many times will feel a lot more comfortable coming to them with information, maybe about drug trafficking, maybe about suspicious activity. They say they feel a lot more comfortable than maybe talking to an officer.
And we've seen that a lot. I don't know what it is. I think people are a little concerned, scared about the uniform.
Yeah, intimidated maybe.
Yeah, and I think it's from having a traffic stop. People get a little spooked up. But our citizens out on patrol, our community watch people, they seem to approach them real easy. Plus, they have a little bit more time to patrol the neighborhoods and stop and talk to people. Whereas we're usually going from call to call. They have a little bit more time to communicate with the fellow citizens.
Now, what if a citizen's out there and they say, well, I'm really not comfortable on patrol. Maybe I don't feel healthy enough. Maybe I've got some disabilities. Or are there some areas for them?
Yes, there is. We definitely still want them.
Okay.
We actually use for our civil division. They'll go up and help us reference file reports.
Right.
Keep statistics of the community watch program. They're still very valuable to us.
And I've been amazed that over the course of the year, they've saved the counties thousands and thousands of dollars, just an extension of the eyes and ears of the sheriff's office.
And that's something we're really seeing here. They're putting in a lot of hours. As a matter of fact, I've just looked at reports on their patrol time. Just patrol time themselves, they've put in since January a little over 2,000 hours.
Wow.
And that's not counting working festivals,
right.
Assisting Fair, Earth Angels, Super Cruise.
And they do have some clothes that distinguishes them from the community watch, or from the regular deputies, right?
Yes, and if you join this program, you're going to be called a Big Bird because of the yellow outfits. They do have community watch on and have the sheriff's logo on them. But from the beginning, they were dressed as the Big Birds. They like it. I'm okay with it.
That is funny. That's funny. Yeah. So you're going to be starting a class here soon?
That's correct. And
do we have a date yet, or
we don't have a solid as far as we're going to do it in September. We don't have a solid date yet. So anybody that's interested in the community watch program, you can contact the sheriff's office. You can do it through our regular number 652-7900, or you can get online. Make sure I hit this web address right. You get online and do an application there, and it's www.sheriff.fairfield.oh.us.
So you get on there and pull up an application, send it in, we'll get them going on that.
That's correct. Or they can contact your secretary.
And give us a call directly in the office. Call Pam or myself at you call directly in at 652-7252, 652-7252. Pam Renko, my administrative assistant, will be glad to get you signed up, let you know exact dates. And again, it's going to take a little while doing a background, so the sooner the better, right?
That's correct. Get your applications in. Again, we'd love to have you. The more citizens we get involved, the better the community.
And they seem to have a good time, don't they?
Yes,
They've made a lot of good friends, and they I think any time you're doing something where there's a lot of value attached to it, and out of all the programs, and I'm going into my 12th year as sheriff, as hard as that is to believe, that is probably the one I'm most proud of.
I think a lot of the community is pretty proud of this program. Again, it gives them somebody another person to contact
Right.
while they're out on patrol.
Yeah, and again, this phone keeps going off.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
kind of a, let's see here, I'll have to give them a call later.
That's the job of being sheriff.
That's you wonder how we got by with these things before that. I mean, I can remember a time when I was with the Columbus Police Department that if we were out away, especially if you're in the Detective Bureau, you put a quarter in the phone booth and you called in every hour just to report in and see what they needed.
That is, if you were fortunate enough to have a pager.
If you had a pager. Now, we mentioned a little bit about this last week, but let's kind of share again about the Ride for the Red coming up, and if people want to participate in that, how to do that, and what that is exactly.
Again, the Ride for the Red is the American Red Cross, August 11th. They do a parade style for motorcycles. It's going to be out of the Eagles out on Main Street. And this is to help benefit the American Red Cross. And as a lot of people have seen here in the last storm we had here, the Red Cross played a big role in assisting people. And they help us. If we get out on a big incident, they'll come out and help us with food and water and stuff like that. So they really help the sheriff's office, and we want to help them. And
if someone wants to be a part of that, call the Red Cross here in Lancaster and get signed up?
That's correct. Contact the local Red Cross, and they'll get you information and the application and stuff to do the ride.
And they've been doing this, what, 4 or 5 years now?
Yeah, I believe it's about 4 or 5 years.
And I'm surprised, but the last year just seemed like, I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds of bikes that come from all over the state of Ohio, isn't there?
Yes, and it's a very scenic ride. I think it was about 70 miles. We do a parade-style ride with a lot of law enforcement, Lancaster Police, Hocking County. A lot of law enforcement's involved with this to make sure it's a safe ride.
And it's a fundraiser for the American Red Cross, and certainly if you're out there and you want to be involved in that, give them a call and do that. With us this afternoon is Deputy Al Hildinger with the Fairfield County Sheriff's Office, and involved in our special deputies, American Red Cross, and the SWAT team. And in the couple minutes we have left here, how does it work since you're retired being the SWAT team? How do you become involved in that, and how does that work for a retired member?
Well, it's just, again, it's through the auxiliary deputy program.
We have a couple, don't we?
Yes, we actually got, I believe there's 3 other people
that's right.
that are involved with the SWAT team. Again, it helps save the county through the auxiliary program. If the SWAT commanders and you approve it, they'll bring us on board with the SWAT team.
And these are all prior law enforcement people, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
So how did you were on the SWAT team before you retired too, right?
No, I was not.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No. I after I got involved with the Community Watch, Sergeant Collins. Maybe I thought he thought he had a free body, so that's how I got involved with it.
And you got a physical agility test you have to go through every year and all that stuff?
That's correct. We have to go through. They're very making sure we're in condition to do it.
Well, again, appreciate all your work. With us this afternoon is Deputy Al Hildinger with the Fairfield County Sheriff's Office. Great guy, and does a lot for this community. Just gives back over and over again. Well, we're coming up on the end of the program. I just want to take this opportunity to thank all of our viewers and listeners, and again, the folks over at LSN Television, Channel 9, Time Warner, right here in Lancaster. This is a program that we've had on television now for about the last 8-9 months, and certainly over at 90.9 FM, WFCO radio. We've been on the radio now for about 11 years at weekly 15-minute shows, and we have featured lots and lots of people in the sheriff's office and beyond, and it seems to often I think, what are we going to talk about next? But there's always seems to be something to talk about when you're dealing with law enforcement, the people involved. It's always a great story, and I get a lot of nice response from the community. Well, the clock on the wall says we're out of time. So again, I appreciate you, the viewers, the listeners, joining us. If you're out there driving, buckle up, be careful, watch out for the other car. God bless, and we'll see you right here next week.
I didn't need help from anybody. I was good at everything. And this, the drugs and the alcohol, I couldn't stop doing it. I went down a path of destruction. It was just about escaping the feelings. I never used one without the other. It was chaos. A dump truck, insanity plowed into us. I know it was the devil. I actually got suspended from baseball. I said, I need help, but I can't do it anymore. I fell on my own. You do with me what you want to do with me, but I surrender.